Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says there's some sort of pattern connecting the 4 aerial objects that have been shot down over North America since February the 4th.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau met today with military and federal officials leading the search efforts for one of the objects shot down over Yukon on Saturday. But just yesterday, another object was shot down over Lake Huron and landed in Canadian waters. Matt Ingram joins us in studio with the latest. Matt?
Phil, calling this a very serious situation, Justin Trudeau says right now some of the best resources of the Canadian forces and the RCMP are being used to locate the object, which is believed to have come down in central Yukon. He expects to learn much more about these incidents once the debris is recovered and analyzed, but says the area is remote and the operation could take some time. Speaking with reporters on a visit to Yukon territory, Justin Trudeau drew a connection between the 4 airborne objects shot down.
Obviously, there is some sort of pattern in there. The fact that we are seeing this in a significant degree over the past week.
On February 4th, off the coast of South Carolina, the U.S. shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon which had flown across the continent. A week later, 3 unidentified objects were shot down in as many days, beginning in Alaska on Friday, over Yukon on Saturday, and over Lake Huron yesterday. Canadian forces are leading search and recovery efforts in Yukon.
There is much analysis going on at the highest levels of NORAD in both Canada and the United States to try and understand more.
U.S. officials say the first one was clearly a Chinese spy balloon, but neither American nor Canadian officials have said much about what the latest 3 could be, nor said who is believed to have sent them. All 3 were unmanned, without a propulsion system, of varying shape and size, and not emitting any communication signal. Both American and Canadian officials saying they were shot down because they posed a risk to civilian aviation and could have posed a national security risk.
Even though we had no indications that any of these 3 objects were surveilling, we couldn't rule that out.
The malicious actor that is sending these objects is clearly probing North American continental defense.
Christian LEUPRECHT from the Royal Military College believes the objects are a series of balloons sent by either Russia or China to better understand how NORAD responds to aerial incursions.
That also explains why there's objects of different sizes and different shapes, because that would help an adversary determine sort of what sort of signatures NORAD is able to pick up.
Yesterday, NORAD's commander wouldn't rule out any possible explanation, including aliens. Today, the White House making this statement.
But there is no indication of aliens or extraterrestrial activity.
Officials have said the detection of the last 3 could be partially due to greater scrutiny of continental airspace since the spy balloon. The Prime Minister has promised to release more information as the analysis of the objects continues. In the meantime, a Canadian Coast Guard vessel has been deployed to the area where the latest object was downed over Lake Huron and will coordinate search and recovery efforts with the U.S. Coast Guard.